right. Okay, we're still on YouTube for some reason. I guess yesterday wasn't enough to make them mad, so not trying to do that, but you never know. Okay. Yeah, this has been a bizarre. I guess because school's out, it's been kind of a weird, bizarre week. Not in a bad way. It's actually been pretty productive. We got the movie out. The This is the AI movie, the M Machine. I was supposed to have the actors for that one, and then my YouTube channel got kicked. I got kicked out. And then he said create a new timeline, and I'm doing more AI movies, which is more sustainable than actually having real people there. That's it's kind of maybe I was a little bit early on that one, but at the time it made sense. But at least these are disclosure movies is what I'm putting out there. It's in the community tab. I don't think it's in the description here. I'll work on that. I got too many things but just we'll see how it goes to get that out there into the mainstream. So okay, so the future Earth, human. Let's get that perspective of what we're going through. Currently, it's interesting the timelines with I'll just tap in the because we're in a political year, the Biden and Trump energy. It's funny how Trump gets a couple points. I can feel the vibes of it, and then what's his face comes in, whatever they're planning. But yeah, I just feel like, I mean, yeah, they might be pushing out for the Trump win, but who knows how that works? The hijacking. I really want to get banned from YouTube, don't I? Then again, isn't that what they want? Anyway, yeah, jeez, it's so pathetic. Is this communist China? I don't think it's much different. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, this is all education purposes. But when I connect to the energies of it, yeah, I just feel automatically. I'm not looking for it. I just feel the Trump vibes are just pushing it out there. I'm not trying to make this political. I'm just something I've observed or picked up on. They're pushing obviously for a win, but there's obviously like some shadow energy there that's like, it's like, you know what, you can do whatever you want. We already made our decision, whatever that is. Yeah, the puppet masters. I guess I could have put them in the title. I wasn't expecting to bring this up, but feels like it needs to be brought up to some level. So, well, at least those are spiritually evolving. To denounce all the political parties or the movie here and just go with the flow. You can say trust your guides, which is not an easy thing to do. It's good to clear your guides out, but trust your guides, trust the future, trust it'll all because we have a human way of looking at things, and obviously, it makes things harder for us than it has to be. Of course, there are things here that aren't fair, or just, God, this world is just, I think the world is just trying to show us how low it can go. It just kind of proves like, yeah, this world can really go down to the dumpster. It just truly can, no matter where you are, no matter what country you're in. It can truly just show it's like, okay, I got it. Let me keep what am I getting out of this? Yeah, I can see where people have the breaking point where they can't take it anymore. I can definitely see that. I've already been through that anyway. But anyway, and also NASA alien disclosure frequencies. Just in general, I don't expect them to be landing on the White House lawn anytime soon, but just the NASA perspective, like you get the future human, you get their perspective from wherever, and just move on from there. So yeah, so of course you have I'm not going to go into all the other stuff I bring up here. It's hard bringing it up. Cybertalk.com, we have private sessions. We have a scheduler. have a shop here. And I did a update on the site. Oh yeah, I still have a whole nother section I'm gonna put on here eventually. I'm doing it little by little, but I think when you go here, it goes to another site. Oh, it goes to it goes to the playlist. But it doesn't go to the website yet. But anyway, it goes to the playlist. I'm making a change where you can go to the website also. But anyway, that's about it. But yeah, there's the movies if you want looking for that, and they're uploading. I don't put them on YouTube because it's already kind of cluttered as it is. Especially when they feel like messing with it again, or if they mess with that one. Again, that's better to do. So, all right, we're going to the Earth, future Earth consciousness, and then going to NASA daily disclosure. Okay, blessings. Greetings to the future consciousness of your world. A future version of yourself. It's a version of it. It always shifts every couple of seconds. Your thoughts can change the future just in a millisecond. So as well, your direction on your planet is discovering self-love, and just to not to fight itself so much, give up bitterness. Obviously, you have a lot of agendas here, but also here to heal the elite frequencies. Doesn't mean you have to do this individually, but you are here to heal that weaponization of humanity. But humanity, has to become no more heal the censorship, become more free mentally. And as you many of you know, even spiritually, you're getting blocked by even other spiritual people who have their own belief systems, and sometimes that's all as far as they can go. Like that's their safety point when you can go anywhere. And that's another thing you're gonna realize in your spiritual development, that a lot of beings astrally are not going very far. Like just because they're in astral doesn't mean that they're spiritually evolved. They might know multi-dimensional knowledge here and there, but that doesn't mean they're getting anywhere. A lot of them are stagnant and stuck. So they come here to unstuck themselves. And yes, they might not. And sometimes this world is the best thing that ever happened to them. Yes, to become a third dimensional human, spirituality is most likely not part of their reality. But it is one way to unlock themselves from their, a lot of times, inner hatred. So just because you're in the astral realm, spirit realm, doesn't mean, as some of you know, it's not all roses. You're told that. Well, if you're told that the paradise, earth, or reality, well, because there's obviously manipulative timelines there to catch you. They might as well, while they're here, and they might as well mess with you when you're here. It's for you to figure it out. When going into the spirit realms, it's based. I mean, of course, take it for whatever version it comes to you, but it's like you're just going into a non-physical realm where all knowledge is there if you want it, and just basically you're out of your physical body and just going. Yes, there are loved ones there if you want them around, or whoever you want there to be there for you. It can be Marilyn Monroe. It doesn't really matter. And nobody's going to take offensive. Some might take offensive depending on what dimension they're in. But usually they don't care. So it's really who helps you cross over, whoever it might be. And if you don't see any resistance from any of these beings, they're more likely happy to be there. So it's just something to think about. But yeah, spirit realms, you can usually control who's around you. Well, to your boundaries, let's put it that way. But as for your planets, yes, it's kind of like, is this the dumpster of the universe? It's fragments of other worlds, memories of other places. That is true. Of worlds that have failed are here. And it's like you're here too. It's like you're in a maze, a physical maze. but not the type of maze that you've seen. You know, it's a different type. As you can see, isn't it a maze for the mind? It is a puzzle, and you're here to solve it, unlock yourself, heal your insecurities, whatever it is that you can get out of this place. Yeah, they're going to throw you some curveballs. It's just the way this world works. And it's up to you to say no to that. It's up to you to close out those timelines, shut them down. Yeah, they might fight, but this is how you upgrade yourself. It's like you're coming more into your power, but it's okay to start at the bottom and work yourself up. It's okay with that. It's a lot of times it's better just to zero yourself out. Just start as a regular human and then go forwards. Because it's just because you're connecting to the grounding frequencies here. You're gathering all your data, you can say, because you're kind of machines in some regard. You're still an organic being. You still have a lot of free will. You're not. I mean, some people act like machines, but that's part of their. Sometimes you have human calculators, but yeah, being human is very difficult, as you can see. At least on this world, all the emotions, all the stuff here, just being human in general, just being in the human body it's a lot. Talk about a journey. People are talking about going on journeys. Just being in the human body is quite a journey. Just in general, you have to travel anywhere. You just be yourself, basically. And we're going to say something, but it got removed. Either way. But it's just like unlocking your potential, basically. It's you can say it's kind of like choose your own adventure, but realize you put yourself through scenarios in the higher dimensions to figure yourself out. There's no right or wrong way how you do anything. It's just, you do what you need to do that you think is right. And you find your way out to some level. Well, the idea is to have some kind of inner peace, but you don't have to have inner peace throughout your incarnation, because whatever it takes, whatever you need, because it's good to clear out that frustration, just hold it in, because many people hold it in, as you can see. Some people here, obviously, that's another thing that kind of ruins relationships and all. It's just status. Even if you're a poor or it doesn't have to be rich. You can be anything. He'd be homeless. Status is just like, oh, what do my parents think if I'm with this person, and so on. So that kind of ruins a lot of relationships too. You might want to. I mean, that person you want to be, they might actually do want to be with you, but they want to put on the show for everybody else. So they need something that's superficial, whatever it is. And yeah, some do have manipulative intentions and things like that. The relationship energies that are going on here, because a lot of people are having difficulties with that. There's a lot of self-love going on with the feminine frequencies. The feminine frequencies are coming into their power, but also they don't know what the hell they're doing. A lot of them don't. They think they do. They don't. And so they're going through all the manipulation and programming. Of course, the male was going through that through thousands of years of evolution. And many are coming more into themselves. But the feminine has more power now than it did before. And so it doesn't know what to do with it. So it's kind of lost. Not all, but, there's a lot of them that are lost. So it's kind of like a rebirth. Not a pleasant one, though. Green Sea with the NASA frequencies, alien disclosure. Obviously, yes, much is kept from you. Alien technologies, of course. Whereas also a lot of this is stored in other versions of Earth, because this world can't handle it. Well, due to the violent nature of the planet, but the violent elite energies, but also the human race here is up for a fight. It's like, hey, you want to knock us down and manipulate our society through chemical warfare and all that? Sure. And then humanity just keep falling down, but it still strives. It's still here. It's still fighting, but it is being rained on by manipulations. But being hit by those manipulations helps you evolve into something else. So you kind of, wonder why are we putting up with this? Well, it's part of it is just to, you don't get this anywhere else. Of course, somebody says it's a cop out and so on, but there is a rebirth frequency happening here, where you're going to see yourselves much different. It's like you go through all these difficulties. That doesn't mean that it's like lay down and take it. It's just that you're kind of morphing into a more powerful being, but also the idea is to be able to keep that power and use it wisely, which obviously many of you are learning that now. Sometimes you might write a book about it. Sometimes you might not, a blog post or whatever. But a lot of people have to figure it out on their own. Right now, they think this is all gibberish and all nonsense and all that. So, yeah, it shows that they're nowhere near this. Yes, they're in a good portion of society is like in the kindergarten of their existence here. Really taking it down to the bare bones of existence. There's nothing wrong with that. Even almost Neanderthal, like a modern day Neanderthal. Meaning that, yes, they're modern day people, but they're just doing all modern day programming. And Neanderthal did, living off the land and all of that, but now you have your modern day Neanderthals kind of doing, now Neanderthals, some of them have been known to be connected to spirituality, Arcturian energies and so on, but most not, no. And that's the point. You say there's some primates, primitive energies. It's all done for a reason. It's a protection from the astral for those that can't handle it or tired of it or just had enough of the spirit realms altogether. I'd be surprised how many are here just absolutely had enough of it. And they somehow can make this work, even if there is frustrations here. Like this world is locked down from the spiritual realms, as you know. They have false versions of it. If you have the real version, many would be turned off by it. I think some of you have already seen it. It's like, it's not what people imagined it is. It can be all kinds of things, but yeah, a lot of humans here just incarnate as a human and just hibernate and be glad they're here and shut off their dreamland worlds and all that. As for NASA's frequencies, a lot of this, for disclosure, is out of NASA's hands. Yes, they do partly cover, of course. Yes, cabal energies, as you would say it. Not everybody's in the know. Of course not. But there is a lockdown of information galactically, of course. Now, some NASA people have seen it all, or some version of it. But usually they're just really keep this world locked down from what is out there. It's like they're the lock and key. And it's not all of NASA, it's only a small part of it. But they're doing everything they can to keep all of this shut down. Kind of like the Men in Black. It's like the government arm. And this goes worldwide. It's not just here. Obviously, they can't stop you for everything. There are some things that have to be disclosed here. But, yeah, thank you. Yeah, some people must have their own mindsets already set. But NASA scientists, obviously, a lot of them are even kind of persuaded to stay away from the internet, stay away from conspiracy, just do your thing. And these are just regular employees. Don't get pulled in. Obviously, NASA is like the last place to find any aliens in. You go to a mountain in California or somewhere instead, or a volcano, or wherever it might be. You have more luck there than you find in NASA's frequencies. But yeah, NASA, there are galactics that are involved with that to keep things locked down for now. And some of them have the best intentions. Obviously, you have difficulties accepting that, but either way, you're not always seeing the full picture here. If the disclosure happens, it has to happen in the right way, or humans will go insane. Yeah, not mass hysteria, because many will go through that. We'll leave you that. Blessings.